Welcome back. Fox 4 is honoring Black history. The shrine to some of baseball's best and nearly forgotten players is now getting too big to miss.
The Negro Leagues Baseball Museum in Kansas City started in a one-room office almost 35 years ago. Tonight we look at the drive behind a $30 million plan to expand and modernize the museum about baseball and civil rights.
We've simply run out of space. Yeah, every time we want to tell a new story, we literally have to tear something up.
That's the challenge for Negro Leagues Baseball Museum President Bob Kendrick, because every story in this museum has fought hard to be here.
You see, American historians did us all a tremendous disservice. They kept this wonderful chapter of baseball and Americana away from us.
Chapters about how after playing at Kansas City's old municipal stadium, Negro Leagues players would come just a few blocks down to 18th and Vine and join the rich entertainment scene.
All the jazz musicians wanted to be baseball players. All the baseball players wanted to be jazz musicians.
Or chapters about how Mr. Cub himself, Ernie Banks, had to be convinced to go to Chicago after falling in love with Kansas City while playing for the Monarchs in the Negro Leagues.
He didn't want to leave. They had to push him out the nest because here, and I can understand it, he was comfortable.
It's why Kendrick says legendary Monarch Buck O'Neil and other former players would pay the rent themselves to keep their one-room museum open in the early 1990s. A move across the street in 1997 got them their current 10,000 square foot museum space, and now a $30 million fundraising campaign is trying to triple that space just down the block, bringing people in for the baseball, and Kendrick says, teaching them so much more.
This is a civil rights, social justice institution. It's just seen through the lens of baseball.
This project is going to bring the Buck O'Neil Education and Research Center to the historic Paseo YMCA, where Negro Leagues founders formalized their league in 1920. New structures will bring apartments and hotels, bringing some of the energy that had been at 18th and Vine in the past.
During that era of American segregation, it was essentially about 13 blocks that black folks could operate in this city. Within those 13 blocks, oh man, you had everything you needed.
A handful of other renovation and development projects have either already been finished or are in the works nearby, like film critic Sean Edwards' Boone Theater restoration.
It only makes sense because this part of Kansas City is the cradle to so much black history that has impacted the entire world.
Once the theater is restored, Edwards is going to open up the Black Movie Hall of Fame, essentially starting in one room just like the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum across the street.
The Negro Leagues Baseball Museum and Bob Kendrick, I study that and him to death. They have created the blueprint.
The blueprint to remember the past.
I don't want these stories to ever die.
And make it part of the future.
It's based on one small, simple principle. You won't let me play with you in the major leagues? Then I'll create my own league. And man, what a league it was.
Admission is free for the entire month of February because of a partnership with the Kansas City Royals. That is the fourth year that partnership is getting people in for free, and visitors have that opportunity.